and test it. Let's see if I learned anything. We shall find out. That we were supposed to do. My 60-foot was a 160, but I felt the clutches do like a chatter when I left out, so I knew that it was time to go in there and see if I got a warp steel. But not making excuses. We're definitely within ballpark range, but I know I wanted my new consistent to be 155 instead of 160. But I did feel the bike chatter a little bit, so when I get back, I'm gonna check the clutches, replace the steels that are bad. That's pretty much what the 14s mess up, is the steels, and then go from there. So let's make a crash bike run. 135. I don't know what I'm doing. We practiced all last weekend to fix this. All right. Well, let's try to figure out what we did wrong and come back at it. Okay, so quick recap. That last rest I made when I said I just sucked, I did suck. But I found out when I was looking at my clutches last night, and I had 3 warp seals, so I changed them out. So I'd be fresh and ready for today when I made that qualifying pass. That's what I get for working in the dark. I put the shims on the wrong springs to stiffen my static pressure, so yeah, that was a mess up on my behalf. I caught it because when I left, I'm like, damn, it's not biting how it usually bite. It usually feels aggressive, but it wasn't feeling aggressive, so I knew something was up. So as soon as I took the cover off, I was like, oh, I put the shims on the wrong spring. So this is first round. I got a buddy of mine, T Grizzly. He's riding the CX10. It should be a good race. He ran a 906 today. I ran a 907. So I think it's going to come down to the tree and who can get it done better. So let's rock and roll. I don't know what my problem is, but I only won that because I treated them. I did another 167 and I literally changed nothing. I did all that practice and now it's like I can't even duplicate what I practiced at the other track for whatever crazy reason. Like I'm not going to get anywhere in second round running a freaking 912. So I'm gonna have to like double check my clutches or something, because something is just awful, but we'll see. been working together real good. Hopefully this bike stays together for this last round. Then I'll get a break to service the clutches. I haven't had a chance to service the clutches. They've been round robining us. And I know they're like not 100%, so we're gonna see. All right, so we had the buy on that round. I didn't record it, forgot to hit the record button, but we had the buy, so it was no really like special run. And let's get into these finals. One more round, then the final. Guys, we got a #1 program. That last race, I spun the tire. And I usually don't spin the tire at XDA events, but let me explain to you why I spun the tire. So typically, what I don't show you guys, when I get finished with a race, I come back, I dump a little bit more fuel in the bike. I always run only a gallon of fuel in the bike. I check tire pressure, and I always have to adjust tire pressure. It's just, you just always have to do it. It always inflates a couple pounds when you do a burnout and do a run and the tire's hot. Well, when we got down to the end, because they were trying to jam everything into one day because of the rain was coming tomorrow, they started round robining me. And it didn't dawn on me when I was when I was going round robin, to just let a little bit of air pressure out at the line with my fingernail or something, just to kind of like guess at how much it's supposed to be versus leaving what was in there, because I run 40 PSI. By the time I do a burnout, it always rises about 2 PSI, roughly. And every time I come back to the pits, I usually let out around 2 PSI. I should have just did it with my fingernail, but it didn't dawn on me because I was out of my program, I was out of my routine. So I just ran up there with whatever gas I had in the bike, and made it to the finals, and boom. Now, if I were to run like 36 PSI air or 38 PSI air, I probably wouldn't even have to never check it and just fucking set it and go. But because I run so far on the edge and try to make sure everything is like at the max capacity that I could possibly have it, because the more tire pressure you can have, the more mile an hour you'll have. These things have to be checked after every run for your next run to make sure it's in pristine shape. Well, it bit me in the butt, but at least I know I got what it takes to go to the finals. So I took out some good riders, and when you're going through rounds, you're riding with the premium riders in the class. So it sucks that at the end of the season we figure out how to do all this because there's only one more race left. But you know what? Next season we are going to really hurt some people's feelings. So stay tuned. One more race. Let's see if we can get in the winner's circle and get that $1,000. I got $250 runner-up, which is still cool, and but I want that plaque. So hopefully next race I can get that plaque. Stay tuned, subscribe, click the bell. Let's ride.